Hello and welcome back to another FIFA 22 player review. Today's player review is for the level 30 storyline card, Marco Van Ginkel, so let's get into it. And as always, starting off with the team, as you can see it's the 4-2-4. I've gone for a La Liga Eredivisie hybrid. Obviously there is the RB as well, but the 4-2-4 has been my favourite formation all year. This is basically my main team. I've just swapped Van Ginkel in for Gravenberch's Road to the Knockouts, but otherwise this is my main team and I very much enjoy it. So let's look at Van Ginkel's stats after the games that I played. Now on the screen you can see that I played 4 games, all in Rivals, and that is Division 1, scored 7 goals, 0 assists and 0 cards. Now if you do watch my player reviews, you know that I normally play 3 games. I did have to play a 4th because my second game that I went into, my opponent quit a 0-0 in the first 5 minutes, so I wasn't going to let that count. And with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so into the gameplay section we go. So there's about 2.5 minutes of gameplay. Obviously I'm just showing the attacking side of Van Ginkel's game because realistically I think that's what people are here to see. Now as you'll see through this gameplay, he has a very good left and right foot, and to be honest, after playing these games, because you'll see that I scored 7 in 4, or technically 3 because one of them my opponent quit, so this is technically the 3rd game, but it's the 2nd game you'll be seeing. And realistically I think he could be playing as a striker. If you're feeling risky, then I wouldn't say it's actually too bad a shout, because you'll see from the gameplay he'll run from a defensive spot and he'll end up in the box. He actually runs further forward than Allaire and Benzema. You'll see right here, you could see that his run, you'll see it again, he just carries on running in front of my actual attackers. Whether that's because of his high work rates, obviously that was a bit of a jammy goal, but that was his hat trick. Here he is out on the left passing into Benzema, and basically all his goals are because he passes the ball off, and the way the game's programmed him, he just runs towards the goal constantly, as you can see yet again. And to be honest, he's an absolutely incredible centre mid. He'll win the ball back, we'll see it in this final clip, running from my own half, takes on the whole team, and he still manages to just smash it bottom corner. So I'll be back with the pros and cons in a second. Now that you've seen the gameplay, we're going to be moving on to the pros and cons of this Van Ginkel card. Starting off with the pros for this Van Ginkel card, I'm going to have to say his work rates, because it's the thing that I noticed most. High work rates. He was up and down the pitch constantly. As you saw, he did score 7 in 4, or technically 7 in 3. And to be honest, he was just absolutely everywhere and anywhere that I needed him to be. Then I think also his shooting has to be given as a massive pro, because well, you saw he actually has incredible shooting. His passing is also very good, especially with the engine chem style. His dribbling's also very good, especially his 94 composure. Defending, he was very solid, and his physicals also very solid. Now obviously this card is almost hooligan, and to be honest he plays like it in game. And on to the cons of this Van Ginkel card. I'm I'm going to start off with his stamina, because for me it's the thing that was the biggest con to him. 83 stamina for a box-to-box midfielder that he definitely is, because of his high work rates. By half time he already had his stamina depleted so much more than everyone else in my team. Then I would also say his pace. Now, I don't think it was actually so much an issue, and you can boost it even more if you put a catalyst on him, put a shadow on him, and if you're feeling adventurous, put a hunter on him and play him up top, because I reckon he would actually bang in quite a few goals. And finally, his 3-star skill moves. Now, just like his pace, it's not actually so much an issue to me, but I know that majority of the FIFA player base enjoy 4-star more than 3-star 4-star. So it's all dependent on whether you actually use skill moves and whether you're that concerned about pace, because otherwise for me there is genuinely nothing wrong about this Van Ginkel card, except that his stamina is just a tiny bit too low. So would I still recommend taking Marco Van Ginkel from level 30? 110% yes, I would still recommend taking Van Ginkel from level 30 for Season 2. I think one of the big factors is the links. The Eredivisie have been treated to so many special cards this year. He's Dutch, so there's plenty of Dutch icons that you can link him with. He's a great alternative to Road to the Knockout Gravenberch if you don't have the coins, because I think they play quite similarly in game, to be honest. Unless you don't like 3-star skill moves and you have an issue with someone that has a little bit lower stamina, then otherwise this card is genuinely a fantastic centre mid box to box. Can play him as a cam, can play him as a CDM. I reckon you can even play him as a striker because of his 94 composure. I genuinely think this card has so much versatility that you'd be crazy to pick Lincoln or Grant from level 30. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, drop a like, comment down below who you will be taking from level 30, and if you're new around here, do consider subscribing for more FIFA 22 content every single week. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.